The Phillies are up 2-1. Game 4 is happening right meow. Game 2 was crazy. It was the ending of Game 2 was 8-5-3 double play. I don't know if that's the
Just
first
the
time we've ever
classic.
seen it.
The classic
It's
8-5
probably
double play.
dude, it was. I don't care who you are. Even if you're a Braves fan and you're super upset, you at least have to I don't care which side of the contest you're on. Let me just say that. You have to appreciate just the majesty of
Of
that
how that
instant
unfolded.
classic
I was
double
just
play.
thinking we should make a Braves colored 8-5-3, 8 plus 5 plus 3 equals 2, like that baseballism shirt. Put it in Braves colors.
We should. That's a great idea.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah. I like that.
But the thing that's crazy is a lot of people are beating up Bryce Harper about it. And, like, don't get me wrong, it was absolutely a mistake. He should not have been around on the other side of second base, right?
Totally.
Because strategy and fundamentals and everything dictates that at the very most he's standing on second base, right?
Yeah.
But this is the thing. How far did Michael Harris have to run to make that play? Dude ran a country mile to get that ball.
He did.
And I do not blame Bryce Harper for one bit. Be like, no chance. That ball's off the wall. I'm scoring and tying the game, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the other thing was it took Austin Riley, who said, I was yelling for everybody to throw the ball to first base, yelling and jumping. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And he said his momentum from that is what put him in place with the ball. It was not a Derek Jeter incident where he's like,
I know
Field
where I'm
vision.
supposed to be 3 years in
target,
advance. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No, it was he happened to be in the right place at the right time because he screamed his lungs out to get the ball to first base.
Yeah.
And he made a perfect throw to get Bryce Harper, who was barely out.
It was very close.
So if that throw is a little bit offline and pulls Olsen off the bag, or Austin Riley is like 3 feet deeper in the infield, and Harper's standing on first base and they have another shot and nobody's talking about it. Right? Like everything had to unfold perfectly for that play to end the way that it did. And I think Bryce Harper was just flat out like, that was a crazy play. Like
he's got to have gone back like, dang it, I that's on me, and also holy cow, mad respect.
yeah, for everybody to be in the right place and make perfect throws because Ozzy Albies did not make the play, and was it Arcia, the other guy that got past? There's a reason it got the Austin Riley to begin with because nobody else could field the ball.
It could have been a big problem.
It could.
But he was in the right place. Did you see the StatCast little image of him bouncing?
Like the animation.
The animation one, yeah.
Yeah, and my thing is like, why don't we have that in Pixar animation yet? Like,
that's going on here, you're Pixar? So right. You're so right.
Or MLB The Show, one of those two. Somebody animate that.
I agree with you.
Recreate it for us.
So after this happened, Orlando Arcia was heard by reporters in the clubhouse saying, "Attaboy, Harper." Now this has fallen under speculation.
The Braves confirmed it yesterday after the game.
Okay, but that's interesting because even today, yesterday and today, the whole media is being apologetic. They're all coming back saying, I was out of context and it didn't. But then it comes out and says, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, Travis d'Arnaud confirmed it. And
I know.
think Arcia did too. Like, this is the thing, is that and David Sampson talked about this today on his show. He said every Major League Baseball player knows that if the media is in the clubhouse, nothing is off the record. He 100%. Said you have 10 minutes before the media is allowed to come into the clubhouse. And you can yell and scream and destroy property. You can do whatever you want during that time, and they will not know because we will not tell. Because, like Travis d'Arnaud said, the clubhouse is a sanctuary. However, reporters do not adhere to clubhouse etiquette because their job is to tell what's going on in the clubhouse, what they see, right?
That's right.
So, yes, the clubhouse is a sanctuary. Absolutely. I believe in that. I totally believe in clubhouse etiquette, locker room etiquette, all that, right?
Yep.
But that doesn't apply to the reporters because that's not their job. So you've got to understand, you've got to know the situation. You've got to know that these guys are in here. If they hear me say something, they're gonna spread the word. And
It's
whether
gonna
it's
go
in
down.
context or out of context, it doesn't matter. They're gonna
Mm-mm.
tell people what they heard.
Yep. I just think it was funny that there's a bunch of media coming around, especially broadcasters, who were saying it was taken out of context. Everybody calm down or whatever. He didn't mean that. And I was like, yes, he did.
He
He
did,
did
yeah.
say that though.
He was riding
Anyway,
high. Absolutely, he did.
of
They
course.
were expecting that to be what turned the tables on the series and got them going, but instead it just fueled his hate fire. And Harper hit 2 bombs, Castellanos hit 2 bombs, and that's how that
Oh
went.
man.
It set a new record of
It
6 home runs.
it
So
went. All the balls went. They just all kept going. They haven't stopped going. We're going to give you a little more of an in-depth analysis of the series, depending on how it ends and when, on our next show. That will be Tuesday morning. But one thing I did want to bring up, if you're watching the game right now, and you may be baffled by some of the signage you see in the stands about Spencer Strider and it being too loud and some of the jokes that, like the joke I made earlier. Here's what happened. Spencer Strider was asked a handful of questions. And in that conversation, just to summarize, I'll just quote him. He said, "There should be no fans. 2020 season, no fans. Get rid of the fans. It's too loud. Everybody be quiet. We don't need the cheering. We know you're watching. I don't need the fans." Okay, so I'm going to pause. There's more, but I'm going to pause and say that if you are a major league athlete, if you're a professional athlete, and you tell the people watching you with either adoration or ire that you don't need them, that's bad. Okay, in case you're
don't tell the
wondering,
paying customers to not come through
that's
the door.
that's bad. That's bad. Okay, anyway, he continues, "Stay outside the stadium. Back it up." Like he said, let's do like a no lower bowl thing. Upper decks, great. Outfield, phenomenal. But we don't need you around the bullpen. Just try to be quiet. so so he takes the mound tonight in Philly, of all places, in the
Mhm.
playoffs. It's Red October in Philly, and Spencer Strider told everybody to be quiet, and then he showed up, and they have taken it to a whole new level.
Oh, I'm sure they have. But
They're louder than ever.
you know what though is that like I don't think he was serious. Because the question was, what would you change about baseball? And he went straight
Yeah,
into that. Just like
yeah.
I think he was being facetious. I don't think the crowd noise bothers him. I don't think he hates the fans. Like, because I was
I
laughing as he was saying it, assuming it was
Yeah,
a joke. I'm like, man, that's hilarious. That's a really good one. Now, if he was being
I
serious, then
I didn't. If he was being facetious, I couldn't tell.
and see, I don't know.
Maybe that's me.
I think
I
I
don't
spent
know.
enough time around people who were just like deadpan, just like
Yeah,
that and you
yeah.
see it a lot with guys like Joey Votto is really good at it, right?
Yeah, but he's joking.
Right.
There are enough people did not know Spencer Strider was joking. That's the problem.
And probably was like honestly,
He probably was.
and maybe what it was, maybe it was reverse psychology on the Philly fans because what's his line tonight? Like what are his stats? He's with all the noise,
I'll
he's
pull it up.
5 hits, 1 run, 5 Ks, a walk. That 1 run was off a homer by who? Who hit that? Castellanos. That dude's on a tear.
Castellanos too.
You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
stop him when he gets hot.
No, you
So
can't.
no, I don't think the noise bothers him. I don't think he hates
No,
it. I think he annoyed when he's thrown in the bullpen before the game? Absolutely. Who would not be, right?
totally.
But
Yes.
yeah, no, I I don't think he's being serious.